welcome to Music and Stuff with my good self, Rob Lewis. It's Who'sdy Tuesday, so we're talking about Doctor Who, and this week reviewing Series 7B, Part 2, however you want to describe it. Starring, of course, Matt Smith as the 11th Doctor, and Jenna Coleman, or as she was known then, Jenna Louise Coleman, as Clara Oswald. So, how do we slide into this? So we've done the first half of Series 7, which was when Amy and Rory were lost, basically. We lost them. And then we've had the Snowmen. So we'd met Clark, we'd met Souffle Girl in Asylum of the Daleks. She died. Then we met the same woman in the Snowmen as a Victorian barmaid. Now I meet her again. So the first episode, The Bells of St. John. This is written by Stephen Moffat, directed by Colin McCarthy. What I like, Stephen Moffat, as we know, is probably my favourite Doctor Who writer. He has a skill for making everyday things scary AF, okay? And creepy, and he has this great ability to do that. And he does it again here when there's something in the Wi-Fi. We have the spoon heads, the really creepy kind of things with, they're freaky. So it's a face, but it's shaped like a spoon from behind. So the Doctor bumps into Clara Oswald, who's now like the impossible girl. How has he met her again? How has she still become a feature of his life again? After seeing her die twice, various different points in history. This episode also stars Celia Imrie as Miss Kislet. Visually, this is a fantastic episode. Like I said, we've got the spoon heads, we've got the Shard in London, which was a fairly new building at that point, and we've got the great sequence with the motorbike with the Doctor and Clara. The Doctor? With the Doctor and Clara on the motorbike, and they're riding up the Shard, up the walls, the windows, the sides of the Shard. That in itself is insane. It was first broadcast on March the 30th, 2013, and it's a decent episode. It's a solid starter because it's like a season opener, but it's not, because of how Series 7 was kind of split. It's like they're two short seasons. It's weird thinking of them as one, but there we are. The Bells of St. John, I'm going to give that 8 out of 10. Then we have The Rings of Akaten, broadcast on April the 6th, written by Neil Cross and directed by Farron Blackburn. So this half of the series, although Stephen Moffat was still the head honcho, he didn't write as many of this clump as he has done and will do. Was he off doing Sherlock? Tintin? Was the Tintin movie around this time? I can't remember when the Tintin movie came out. It's a travesty that there hasn't been a follow-up to that. Different subject, but I will make videos on this one day. But I'm a massive fan of Tintin and really enjoyed that movie. But where's the follow-up? Rings of Akaten. This is one with the leaf. The leaf that made Clara's parents meet. It's not a great episode, if I'm honest. It's a little bit dull. Looking back, I know it came out before, but looking at it now, it kind of makes me think of that episode of Rick and Morty where they got to sing to appease the giant head. I haven't. So this is a bit of a confession. I am a full-time musician, okay, and really, really love the work that Murray Gold did on Doctor Who. And that's something I don't talk about enough. And I think I might have to do a video specifically on Murray Gold's soundtracks. Because I never mention it in these reviews, and it's really weird. There's no reason why, it just doesn't... I don't think of it. He's done some fantastic Doctor Who themes. And The Rings of Akaten is kind of musical episode, and it's not a great episode. I'm giving it a 5 out of 10. I think I would give it a little bit less, but I have to... It gets a couple of extra points for Murray Gold's music. So, yeah, I think that's fair. What do you think, Holiday Rob? Hello, Holiday Rob here from Croatia. Just want to let you know, if you're enjoying this video, thanks very much for watching, but don't forget to smash that like button, hit the subscribe button, and of course the alarm notification bell so you know when my videos are coming out. And yeah, if you're interested, I've got social network stuff, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, not Twitter though. And I've also got a Patreon, so you can find me there. It's in the description. Links for everything's in the description. And yeah, I'm going to hand you back again, because otherwise Studio Rob gets frustrated. Yeah, so there we are. Next we have Cold War, broadcast April 13th, written by Mark Gatiss and directed by Douglas McKinnon. Now, I've been quite critical of Mark Gatiss in the past. I love Mark Gatiss. I always think it's Gatiss. Mark Gatiss. I love the guy. Great actor, great performer. Usually a great writer. The stuff he did with Sherlock and Stephen Moffat, great. League of Gentlemen, fantastic. And his acting, superb. Generally, his Doctor Who stories haven't been the best. The worst is yet to come as well. He's made a few appearances, that has to be said, but yeah, generally they're not the best. He's done 2 for this series. I'll talk about the other one in a minute. But Cold War is one of his better scripts. It's not perfect, but it is one of his better scripts. This is one with David Warner, who on the Big Finish audios at some point actually portrayed the first Doctor, if I remember correctly. Is that right? Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't really listen to Big Finish a lot. But yeah, this is the return of the Ice Warriors. Mark Gatiss. You can't beat Bernard Bresslaw as the OG Ice Warrior. But it's in the Russian submarine in the 80s. And I like that. I've also got, what's his name, the actor, Liam Cunningham. That's one that he's in. So, I think my only criticism of this, I didn't like seeing the Ice Warrior out of the armour. I just didn't. I didn't think we needed to see that. I think it was a step too far. And I'm going to give the episode 7 out of 10. I think I would have given it an 8 if it wasn't for that. It lost a point. We didn't need to see a naked ice warrior. They're creepy enough. But yeah, Mark Gatiss, good work on that one. David Warner, Liam Cunningham, good, great cast. You know, visually it's good, apart from what I've just said. Then we get to Hyde from April 20th, 2013, written by Neil Cross. It's the second one of the series. Directed by Jamie Payne. This is the one with... Oh, I was going to look up their names. Hang on, I'm going to do a jump cut. I hope that wasn't too obvious a jump cut. So, yes, where was I? Also starring Jessica Raine and Doug Ray Scott. Slick. This is the one with the ghost. It turns out it wasn't a ghost, but, you know, spoilers, blah, 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 blah. Jessica Raine, who was in Call the Midwife, and also later in the year will be a big part of the Doctor Who 50th anniversary celebrations, playing Verity Lambert in An Adventure in Space and Time, which is a great little kind of a biopic, but it's about how Doctor Who got started, and I'm going to talk about that soon in a future episode, because there was a lot going on, and I want to talk about all those different things that were happening around the 50th. And Doug Ray Scott, who was he's been in Twin Town, Day of the Triffids, the remake. Two fantastic actors in this episode. Yeah, it's a solid story. Aidan Cook as the Crooked Man and Kemibo Jacobs as Hiller. Yeah, I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. I like the eeriness. It's just a good episode. That's all I can say. Then we have Journey to the Centre of the TARDIS. Broadcast April 27th, 2013. Written by Stephen Thompson and directed by Matt King. It's the one with the salvage hunters, isn't it? It's all right. It's not perfect. It's flawed, but it's all right. I can't remember a huge amount about it. I kind of like the idea of it more than the execution. Know what I mean? Know what I'm saying? But definitely, it's better than Rings of Akaten. I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10 for Journey to the Centre of the TARDIS. Next we have The Crimson Horror. May the 4th. Don't. Just don't. From the 4th of May 2013. A date that has no significance to Star Wars whatsoever. And if you are the sort of person that says, May the 4th be with you, and say that that's Star Wars Day, you've just outed yourself as a fool. And I hope you develop a distaste for custard. I hate that May the 4th crap. Crimson Horror. This is the one I can never remember. Dame Diana Rigg is in this one, and her daughter, and I can never remember her name. They're both in Detectorists. a show that you should watch. It's fantastic, Detectives. Rachel Sterling, yes. They're real life mother and daughter, and the mother and daughter in the show, and the mother and daughter in Detectorist as well. This also has Ketrin Stewart, Neve McIntosh, and Dan Starkey as the Paternoster Gang. So another one back in Victorian London. Written by Mark Gatiss and directed by Saul Metzstein. Now this, I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. I like this one. I think it might be Mark Gatiss's best script to date. It's creepy, which is something he does well. And yeah, the cast is superb. Who else we got in it? No one really well known. But yeah, it's a good solid episode, and I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Mark Gatiss script getting a 9. Yep, there you go. It's, I think it's one of the better ones of this series. Unlike the following episode, Nightmare in Silver, from May the 11th, written by Neil Gaiman, directed by Stephen Wolfenden. Neil Gaiman. He's a wrong un. And he's not a gay man, it would appear. But Nightmare in Silver could have been great. You know, we've got a great cast. Warwick Davies is in it. And I can't remember his name, the guy from Being Human. I'll get it up in a second. Jason Watkins, who's a very, very good actor, has to be said. He's really good. Oh, Tamsin Outhwaite as well. I forgot she was in it. Nicholas Briggs as the voice of the Cybermen. Yes, it's a Cybermen episode. Could have been really good. When you call one of your characters Porridge, I don't know. Neighbours are out, as you can tell, because I pressed record. That usually sends them out. Disappointing. I'm not a fan of this look of the Cybermen. I haven't really liked the 2000 New Who's Cybermen style. I don't like that metallic, robotic kind of look. I much prefer the older ones. And this time they're sleeker and they're really, really fast. They go really fast. It's just disappointing. 5 out of 10 for Nightmare in Silver. Then we get the final episode of the series, The Name of the Doctor, broadcast on May the 18th. Written by Stephen Moffat and directed by Saul Metzstein. This features again the Paternoster Gang. River Song is back, as is Richard E. Grant as Great Intelligence with the Whisper Men. And this was all leading up to the 50th anniversary celebrations, which would come in a few months. The Something of the Doctor saga. Yeah. If you haven't watched it, there's going to be a spoiler coming up in a minute. But The Name of the Doctor, where the TARDIS goes to the Doctor's grave site. this is where the Impossible Girls story is wrapped up. Because turns out I can't put it into words how it all works out. But watch it. Watch the episode. Clara jumps into the vortex and scatters herself across time, across the Doctor's life, and interacts with all of his previous incarnations. And the Doctor, we've got the saved ghost of River Song that only Clara can see, and the Doctor goes in to rescue Clara, and when he does, there's a face that she doesn't recognise, and the face that he doesn't talk about. And he says, I'm ashamed of... The 11th Doctor says, he's a bad man. And it's revealed that it's an incarnation of the Doctor that we weren't previously aware. And introducing John Hurt as the Doctor. When that came up, when that screen came up, introducing John Hurt as the Doctor, that was jaw-dropping. I don't know about you, but I didn't see that coming. And we knew that that was going to lead into the 50th as well. That was a hell of a cliffhanger. It was fantastic. I'm giving The Name of the Doctor 10 out of 10. It's just quality. Absolute quality. From start to finish. Everything about it. So the series as a whole, or this half of the series, is getting a 7.5 out of 10. I can't be bothered to add it up to the other ones. You can if you want. But yes, 7.5 out of 10, roughly. Which isn't a bad score. So the next review should be The Night of the Doctor. It might not be a very long episode. But yeah, The Night of the Doctor. I might combine it with The Day of the Doctor, I'm not sure. But I'm currently moving house, so there might be a week or two where I don't have an episode. But just bear with me, don't give up on the channel. I'll be back. Yeah. Well, that's kind of it for me. Thanks very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Catch you later, Bill and Ted. Hello, Rob Lewis here. Never too old to get fit. And I'm here training for my 10k run, the Race for Life, raising money for Cancer Research UK. And as you can see, I don't run enough, but I'm running some. And I've come at a really bad time because it looks like the heavens are about to open. I was hoping to get a couple of laps done of this field. I might just get one and then I've got to go in because I want to get wet. But if you want to sponsor me, there's a link in the description. The Race for Life is on June 21st. If you can't be there in person, be there with your Wonga. Really appreciate it. And yeah, wish me luck.